Welcome to Keep On Casting. We're back at Lake Buff fishing with Bubba Magooey, and we're catching sac-a-lait. I was raised in North Louisiana. My dad is a sac-a-lait fisherman, and he's really good. Usually when I go on the boat with him, he catches all the fish in the front of the boat, and I'll sit in the back and take them off the hook. But I do love it. It's about like today with Bubba.
I think Lake Buff area is a great spawning and breeding ground for sac-a-lait. I mean, you got deep canals, you get some current where they can get into some cool water during the summer times in the heat. They got some nice drop-off canals with some ledges for great spawning area. I've been fishing this area since probably 75, 78. I think it's just about the experience of fishing in one area for so long that you just kind of get stuck in your ways sometimes too about the way you fish. So I love bringing people back here, and if they show me something different, I like it. Got a little bite, perch.
I had a bite?
Little perch bite. So yesterday we had a south wind, not much wind, and we caught about 40 yesterday. Today we got a totally different day. We got northeast wind, I think, today.
Hooked
oh,
up,
fish
hooked
on.
up. Fish on, fish on.
Yeah. Little bass. Now over here, there's no size limit, and you can keep 10.
There he is.
That's a good little eater.
Yep. Ronnie yesterday calls those ice cream.
So we got a little different day today. We're gonna fight wind, but we do have clouds, which is great. I think we're gonna do all right.
This wind is blowing
It's fighting.
really hard.
Yeah. It's 25, 20.
20, 25 miles an hour.
Yeah. I don't think the fish are not biting is as hard as it is to work the bait in this kind of wind, to present it to the fish right, you know, because it's like I said, sac-a-lait is a finicky biting fish. Slow presentation, light line, especially tight lining like this. And we kind of got out the wind right here.
It's
All
probably
right,
set
there
it
we go.
about hooked up, hooked up, hooked up. Get him, Bubba.
This looks like a Dr. Grafton fish.
Oh, come on, dude.
He ain't bad.
You know what to do with him, huh?
Yeah. We're gonna catch a few today. Tight line and a little paddle tail. I like a 148 ounce jig head. As light as I can go this time of year. I think, especially on a day like today, presentation is key, very key. Slow, slow, and that's what's hard about the wind blowing. You're trying to fish slow, and the wind wants to pull your bait fast. So my favorite time of year, sac-a-lait time. But you can catch them year round. You just got to figure out their pattern and where they at. I ain't the best at it. They got people who are really good, but I love to do it. We still ain't caught no big one yet. We caught some nice fish yesterday. Here we go.
Hooked up, baby.
All right, this is a little medium one. All right, my goal's 20 fish today. Dr. Grafton said we're gonna beat it.
Yeah, we're
Nice
gonna
little
do that.
eater, nothing great. We caught some good ones yesterday. We're gonna catch a few big ones. I'm not sure if if the little ones are the males. Some people say the smaller ones are the males, and you can definitely tell the females because they're full of eggs this time of year. I don't think we've caught a big female yet, but we're gonna keep on casting. I'm having fun.
Oh yeah.
Living in the South, we all love our outdoor activities. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. Also try to avoid direct sunlight between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Remember to wear protective clothing and cover your head. Using sunscreen with an SPF above 15 with reapplication every 3 to 4 hours can do wonders. You're smart, have fun, but be safe. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
In Louisiana, we have some of the best fishing in the world. And in Toledo Bend, we have the best fishing in Louisiana. This 185,000-acre lake was voted the #1 bass lake in the nation for 2 years running. And with dozens of waterfront resorts and marinas, you can stretch out your stay as long as you like, or at least as long as your casting arm holds out. It's true, you can fish pretty much anywhere, but you'll catch fish in Louisiana. Plan your trip to Toledo Bend Lake Country today at louisianatravel.com.
So we were using 2 techniques to catch a fish today. One was tight lining, like you call it, swimming a bait really slow. You had to be really slow. And we had corks with a shiner on it. We did okay with that. We also had corks with just a tiny jig head on it. We caught fish doing that. And what we're trying to do is target this species and use the lightest possible rod we can use because that bite is super subtle. So find me a little minnow net. This is a nice clear canal. We're gonna try some shiners. We got a little gold Aberdeen hook. What's nice about that is it's soft. If you get hung on something, you just pull it, straightens out, and you bend it back.
Let that little minnow do its thing. See what happens. Let him take it under. That's one thing about a minnow. You gotta let him drown it, you know?
Oh, hooked
There
up,
we go.
hooked up.
Shiner.
On the shiner.
Little bass?
I don't know.
Yep.
Oh yeah, little bass.
Call them a little chiwi. Like
Ice
eating chiwi.
cream. Boy, those are good to eat.
Yeah, they are. And that's the ones you want to keep too, all them little fish.
Little bitty ones. He hit that shiner. It's about maybe 16 inches deep. Trying to keep a live shiner on there. Boy, you can see him pop. Nice little fish.
We moved here, my dad coached at football at Nichols. Sunday afternoons after church, we were in Lake Buff. We had a little Joe boat, little 25 or 35. We fished the lake a lot when we were little. Where we were at, had some friends, they'd follow us around. If they got to the lake before us, we knew where they were because they was arguing in the boat, you know. We could hear them across the lake. My daddy's gonna laugh at this because he's gonna remember, you know, the butlers. We could find the butlers where they were. Oh, fish on, fish on.
Fish on.
Oh, big perch. Nice
yeah,
big bluegill. You can tell the difference between a perch bite. It's a nice big bluegill. And a sockeye, the perch will kind of then kind of take off, and a sockeye just kind of poop, one little soft bite.
So Bubba, you catching and I'm not. What'd you do?
You can't catch fish. So anyway, again, light line. I mean, just the presentation. When you throw it out, you hit the water. You got to be patient. Slow yourself down.
You letting it sink when it hits?
Letting it sink a little bit. If it touches bottom, you know, just kind of bounce it off. Again, we're trying to find that ledge. So if you make a couple casts and your bait comes up with some gradu or I don't know, dirt on it or weeds, you're doing good. So next time, maybe just a little bit quicker. So it's a feel. It's all about a feely, touchy kind of bite. And when they hit it, sometimes you just think you're hung.
Right.
You think you're hung on a piece of stump or grass, and you don't set your hook like a redfish. You just kind of do that and reel.
Gotcha.
And sometimes you are hung. You know, you don't know. So when in doubt, set the hook.
Try something different.
That's it. Yeah. So let it kind of hit. Let it go down a little bit. And then don't even touch your reel, you know.
Hooked up, hooked
Look at
up.
that.
Little coaching there, boys. All right.
I didn't think you were that bad of a fisherman anyway, you know.
There he is. Man, he was on there.
Yep.
Just
Slow,
like Bubba
slow,
said. Yep. I felt a little
Little bitty
tug. There he is.
So the perch is kind of like a little machine gun. You know, they kind of swim with it.
Right.
That sockeye is usually just a little doop. Sometimes you see your line just kind of move, you know.
Man, he was so good.
Nice little grafting fish.
There you go. Ooh, Mama's gonna like that tonight.
Ooh, there he is. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hooked up, hooked up, hooked up.
Nice.
Hooked up. Oh!
Looked like a little bass, huh? I couldn't tell.
Lost him. Oh well, try again.
Ooh, another little hit. Perch.
Dude.
Perch.
Is that perch, dude?
Doop, doop, yeah.
There he is,
There
hooked
he is.
hooked up.
There we go. Oh, that's a nice one, huh?
Fish on, fish on.
Just sitting still, huh?
Sitting still.
Yep. Pretty one.
Oh yeah. In the boat.
What I'm talking about.
All right, guys.
I'll keep that one. I don't know.
I'll keep this one too. That's a pretty sockeye right there, boy.
Yeah.
Caught him on a little jig.
Yep.
Pretty fish.
Slow presentation, barely popping in a nut, no?
Barely
Just sitting there.
moving. You just sunk that cork a little bit. All right, I'm back.
See
Right
that?
on
We
the
said,
ledge, right where you said
said a
too.
little prayer real quick.
Yeah.
2 fish, 3 fish right after that, huh?
I was in the middle.
Yeah, that's where they at.
So we just caught 2 really nice sockeye. It's getting toward the middle of the day. It's warming up a little bit. Maybe it's going to turn on. Stay tuned for a word from my sponsors.
You know Grafton Dermatology as one of Louisiana's premier skincare and skin cancer treatment centers. Grafton Dermatology will bring your beautiful body to its healthy fullest. Grafton Dermatology provides advanced treatment for all skin conditions, repairing, healing, enhancing. Grafton Dermatology, defining healthier skin and beautiful bodies for over 15 years.
All right, guys, today we're cooking a jambalaya with my good friend Scott Caillouette. He said it's a world famous jambalaya.
We don't know if it's world famous yet. It might be universally famous, but we don't know if they cook it in other parts of the universe yet. So,
All right, buddy, let's get to it.
okay. First thing we're gonna do is we're cooking 4 pounds of rice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 5 pounds of sausage cut up. Then we're gonna do 5 pounds of chicken. We do the boneless, skinless leg quarters cut up. And then we're gonna do 5 pounds of pork from a wild boar that we killed in Texas on a Texas hunt this year. And we're gonna stir it up. We had the celery, we dumped the celery to let the celery cook down. That's one of the vegetables that doesn't cook down as much.
So Scott, who taught you how to make jambalaya? That's been a family tradition?
I've been watching my dad do it for 50-something years, so it's been a while.
He took it to LSU games or what?
Oh yeah. They cook wherever they could cook. Whoever we want to eat, they would cook for them. Basically, what you want to do is when you start seeing the sausage brown, you just keep it moving. And then what we're going to do when the pot cools down in a few minutes, we're going to cover it and let it smother, let all the flavors infuse. All right, now that it cooled down a little bit, we're going to cover it up and let it smother for a little while. And then we're gonna let that cover, check it every few minutes, and it's probably about 15 to 20 minutes, it'll be ready to go. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the meat out, we're gonna take the majority of the fat out of the pot, and then we're gonna put the seasoning in and cook all that down, then we're gonna put the meat back in about 20, 30 minutes after the seasoning and everything cooks down real good, and we wanna get the majority of the water out of the seasoning.
That's about it.
That's perfect, man, right there.
So we got the meat out, got the fat out, we're at the house with all the friends. What we do now, buddy?
Okay, so now we're gonna start off with the seasoning. We're gonna go with 5 pounds of onions. You're never gonna have too much onions. And we're gonna put in about 1 pound of bell pepper also. We're gonna put in a container of green onions. We're gonna put in just a little bit garlic. A can of regular Rotel or mild if you don't want it too spicy. And then 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. We're gonna use about half of this parsley, a dried parsley. About 1/4 a bottle of hot sauce, any kind you prefer. Then you can season it with Tony's to taste, which is probably about 1/2 a cup. And about 1/4 a bottle of Lee and Perrin.
Already looks good.
Oh yeah. Now, everybody thought my daddy was crazy for doing this, and I thought so too, but it works. And we put about 1/2 a bottle of ketchup in it.
I've never seen that.
Oh yeah. It's basically, I think he stole this recipe from somebody and he put ketchup in it to make it his own, so. All right, now we're gonna stir this up and we're gonna turn the heat up a little bit. What you wanna do with this, the vegetables are gonna give off a lot of water. So what you wanna basically do is cook it all down until it makes a nice thick, basically ketchup consistency, which will take probably 30 to 40 minutes. And now we're gonna cover it up and let it go. We'll check it every now and then and see what happens. All right, guys, right at this point right now, we cooked all the seasoning down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the meat back in. We're gonna measure out just a regular basic chicken broth. We're gonna put our rice in. This 4 pounds of rice. You wanna bring it back to a ball after you get everything in. So we're gonna cook the rice till it fluffs. And after it fluffs, we're gonna turn the heat down, cover it for 15 minutes, flip it, cover it for another 15 minutes, and 99% of the time it's done. There's always that 1% chance you have to go a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is turn the heat up and fluff the rice now. So now this is gonna take probably about another 10 or 15 minutes doing this right here until we bring the rice to a fluff. So.
All right, folks, we're at the final but critical stage of the jambalaya. Scott, tell us what to do, buddy.
All right, guys, what we got here, we got the rice fluffed up, ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover it and we're gonna let it go 15 minutes, and you gotta get your temperature just right. You don't want too much heat, it'll burn. It'll still burn a little bit at the bottom of the pot, but you want it close enough where you get a little burn, it'll insulate it going through. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna give it one more stir. Everything's starting to sizzle and come together. Now we're gonna cover it. We're gonna check our fire, and we're gonna go 15 minutes, and if anybody touches the pot, hit them with the paddle.
And you want the fire low, really low, right?
Really low. Got to have enough heat on it to cook the rice, but you'll get a little burn on the bottom of the pot, so we good.
Let's get them, boy.
Let's do it. Okay, we out 15 minutes up right now, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the cover off, we're gonna flip it, and then we're gonna take a little taste of it, see how long the rice got left. You don't want to scrape the bottom too much, because they will have a little burn down there. All right, give it a shot, Doc, see what it tastes like.
Perfect, dude.
Rice is good.
Rice is good.
All right. Everybody grab a bowl and let's eat.
Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. In fact, more skin cancers are diagnosed each year than all other cancers combined. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. The good news is that you can do a lot to protect yourself. Catch skin cancer early so that it can be treated effectively. Finding it early is the best way to make sure it can be treated with success. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
In Louisiana, we have some of the best fishing in the world. And in Toledo Bend, we have the best fishing in Louisiana. This 185,000-acre lake was voted the #1 bass lake in the nation for 2 years running. And with dozens of waterfront resorts and marinas, you can stretch out your stay as long as you like, or at least as long as your casting arm holds out. It's true, you can fish pretty much anywhere, but you'll catch fish in Louisiana. Plan your trip to Toledo Bend Lake Country today at louisianatravel.com.
So we had a great day, caught some nice sac-a-lait. I know Bubba's gonna give me a few. We're gonna fry some up tonight. My kids love fresh fried fish, and sac-a-lait is the best.
Cool, I want you to get that shine on that point right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. When you're approaching a tree like this, you got all kinds of structure you can fish. You got the little bitty branches on the outside with the vegetation that's come up against it. You wanna hit that outside. Make sure you hit all that. Then you got the smaller fork branches. Everywhere there's a fork coming off there, a fish can get up in there, hide, and then you got the main branch or the main trunk going back, and they'll be on the sides of that. So make sure you take advantage of any structure that we can see out here.
So, used to be a lot of grass. Again, we talked about that earlier around these canals, and we believe the apple snails have really hurt it. So, any structure you got, they'll hold fish. And being this tree is really way off the bank, we're gonna try to drop a shiner down, and sometimes you can catch a few off of it. You get hung a little bit, that's okay. I've seen us pull up like this and catch 8 or 10. Just clean the lilies out, or might want to get right here, Doc. I'm gonna try to pull you in that little hole.
All right.
You want to get as far up and as much structure as you can. If you get hung, you get hung. I don't want to try to hit the troll motor.
Yeah.
Don't move too much. Yeah, reel up as much as you can. You're going to feed your line like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Stick that down up in there.
Get in there, boy.
Reel up some more. Reel up some more. All right. Now you're talking. Now feed your line down in there.
So there was a lot more grass out here in the past, huh?
Man, they had, these canals used to be beautiful, grass and lilies, and see if you can reach up there.
Right up there?
Right in there. Yep, start right there and work your way back. Yeah. Drop it on down in there. See if we can yank something out. Oh, got the tree. That's all right. See if we can reel down to it. That's part of tree jerking, tree fishing. We gave it a shot. I've caught a lot of fish like that. We didn't catch anything just now, but don't ever pass structure up, especially if you don't have any grass or any other structure around. It's easier if you got the long jig poles and set up a little better for it, but that has produced a lot of fish for me in the past, for sure.
Little bait, big fish.
That's right.
Hook him so he can move.
Get that minute to do the Watusi 3-step. Get that cork bobbing, huh? It's unbelievable. It's just one of the most fabulous sockeye places I've ever been in my life, man.
Oh, oh, oh.
Fish on.
Fish on, fish on.
Oh, nice one. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
You
baby.
get that shiner to do the Watusi?
Woo, boy. Sucked it under. That was on the shiner, boys.
Yes, indeed.
Nice sockeye.
I'm gonna hold this right here because if they got one by that structure, you might catch
Yeah, yep.
another one. How far was he off the bank, Bo?
He was right there.
Yeah, way off. I mean, that's what, 15 yards?
Mm-hmm.
Fish on.
Fish on, fish on. Get him, Bubba.
Ooh, that's another
one?
nice one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Come on, baby.
That's a good one.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Good one there.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a hoss.
Yeah. That's a
Good
beautiful.
one, dude. Good one.
Sticking with the same pattern, you see those cypress trees. He was probably a good 8 yards, about halfway between me and the boat, really, way off of them. I don't know, can't say it enough about this time of year. If you want to call it a tip, stay off the bank. They're not on the beds. Slow, slow. That's a nice one.
That is a good one, dude.
Yep. Come on, baby.
He just floated it up.
Fish.
Fish on, fish on. Get him, Bubba.
No bass.
All right. Oh, yeah.
That's a nice one.
Nice little bass.
Some people might say this ain't a nice fish.
What do
But when
you say?
When he comes out the grease, I say real nice. Boy, that minute's doing the dance. Bo, you got to look up the Watusi and see what that is and show us how we do it, you know?
Think he's on it? That minute's probably trying to swim away.
Yeah, he ain't on it yet. There he is. Look at him, boy, he teased that, huh?
There he is, there he is. All right, what I got here?
Ooh, nice one, boy.
Ooh, that's a good
That's a good one.
one. Ooh, that's a good one.
Left it there long enough till he took it, huh?
Oh yeah, boy. That's a hammer.
That's a Bubba Mac fish.
Ooh,
That-
all the way down his throat too. Yeah, that one's black, black, black. They in this black water. I guess
Yeah.
they camouflaging up. Boy, that's
So-
a pretty sockeye.
I'm sure some of y'all sockeye fishermen out there have caught them in stained water, and they'll be real white looking and milky looking, and you're getting this black, pretty clear water, and they get real black and beautiful. Kind of like redfish. You know, you catch redfish in dirtier water, they light colored, and you get them in those brackish, pretty ponds, and they real golden.
Yeah.
I guess it's got something to do with their camouflage and that they're trying to catch prey. You know, they got to adapt to their surroundings, you know. Fish on, ooh,
Good
nice
one, good one, Bubba.
Ooh, big song. Ooh, ooh,
Oh, that's a hammer, boy.
that is a good one.
That's a hammer.
Man. Nice, huh? Phew. My favorite.
I got a bird's nest.
Thank you, Lord, because it's all yours. Without you, we can't even fathom stuff like this. Yes, indeed. Wow. Another one. Oh, I might have a hole. Same thing. I tell you what, just like you told me a little second ago, you caught one under, huh? Nope. They, I stopped reeling just for a second to mess with the troll motor, and that's when he hit it, you know. So find your groove, tight line. It could be reeling, picking up like a plastic worm, could be just reeling in slow. Kind of feel your way with it and get confidence and fish it, you know.
We want to thank Bubba for taking us out here today. We had a great day, caught some nice sockeye. Can't wait to go ahead and fry them up tonight. We want to thank our military as always. If it weren't for them, we couldn't do what we're doing today. Until next time, keep on casting.
So let me tell y'all folks, this is in honor of my good buddy Tony. So Boudreaux, he was out of a job. So he was thumbing through the Daily Comment one day, sees a power company. Well, check this out. So he fills out and gets his little resume together, hand delivers it straight to the power plant to the boss. Sure enough, guess what? Thibodeau's there doing the same thing. They were kind of on the outs at the time. So boss says, no problem. He says, y'all look like some qualified people, you know, so I'm gonna give y'all a 10-question test. So they both take the test, and the boss takes that test and goes look at it. Comes back a little while later, he said, well, fellas, great job. He said, but I'm gonna have to honor the job to Thibodeau. Boudreaux couldn't believe it. He said, Thibodeau? He said, what did he make on the test? He said, well, he said, y'all both only missed one. He said, it was number 7. He said, Thibodeau answered, I don't know. Boudreaux, you answered, me neither. Go figure.